Hi, everybody. My name's Quiz,
My name is Cilla.
My name is also Chris.
and this is the Get the Pica podcast.
Get the pica. Get the pica.
Kidding, I like the way Silla did it.
Don't lie.
No, for real. This episode is gonna be packed with a lot of different topics. But I think we should make it a tradition of going around the table and ask to get the pica. So, Chris, it's your turn.
Yeah, I gotcha. This week, I do have algo que me picó. So, I think we were talking about it because one of our listeners was telling me that they remembered that Syl and I sold our car, right? And we were buying a new car, and we bought a new car. And in that process, right, we like to get things done to the cars, like as soon as we get them, like it's just kind of a routine. Like if it doesn't have tint, we want tint. We upgrade the stereo. We'll do whatever, right? So recently, I needed some work done, and I'm always about supporting the small businesses, supporting my friends and family, whoever have a small business. And first things first, I want to shout out Cilla because she's a great small business owner. Cilla's Crash for everybody who doesn't know, right?
Thank you.
But like, I love more than anything her hustle. Like, if someone orders something from her, she's gonna get it done ASAP. Like, you need this by when? I'll have it done. She'll give you an expectation and she'll try to beat it out of the water. Give you a good price, get you whatever you need, right? Just kills it. So like for me, that's what I look for when I'm doing business with a small business owner, right? I want someone who's gonna take it as serious as this is my living, this is what I do, right? Support my business, tell your friends about it, like spread the word. And I hate, lo que me pica, is when they don't do that. Like when they half-ass stuff. And I don't know if it's because, they're saying, okay, this is a buddy of mine, this is a friend, this is a relative. But I can always appreciate a hustler. I can appreciate someone who's going to put in the work to get the success they want. And I hate when small businesses will be like, somebody share, someone support, or hey, I'm having this special, I'm doing this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you reach out to them and you get no response, like nothing.
Yeah, I understand it.
No, he reached out to like 10 people and only got one response. So I could see where you're like, eso sí me pica.
Yeah, like I hate it because it's like, dude, like nobody wants to work.
They're kind of like contradicting themselves.
Yeah.
Or like posting, hey, what's up? Hit me up whenever. And that's happened to me before too. But damn.
Yeah, it's just infuriating, man. I want to help support. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to be like, yo, shout out to this person. They hooked it up with this, or they did a great job. Like the stereo, we found a random guy because nobody that I knew or that was doing that business was wanting to do business. So I got a guy who's like, hey, I can go do it. I'll go to your house. Here's the time. Some random, and that's gonna be my go-to guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like that.
He showed you what he's capable of just by showing up.
Just by showing up. I mean, I had an expectation. He said, give me about 2-3 hours. Like 40 minutes later, he's like, hey, here you go. It's done. This is all set up. Boom, boom, boom. And again, it didn't hurt that he was also cheaper than them. But for me, it's like, man, this guy messaged him and within 5 minutes, hey, what's your phone number? And he call you, let me text you. Let's get to, you know what I mean? Like that's business.
New connection made.
Yeah, just like that.
Each connection leads to greatness. Can lead to greatness, to be honest.
Yeah. So es lo que me pica a mí.
Cilla, ¿a ti qué te pica?
It's your turn, baby.
Ooh, reverse on you.
A mí lo que me pica is honestly just, again, going back to the first episode, Ignorance. Because I was seeing on Facebook last week a lot of these posts from like Mexican outlets or Spanish outlets, media outlets, talking about Wendy. She's the first trans woman to win a reality TV show in Mexico. Did you know that? I think I told you, right?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and ever since she won, of course, she has national level fame now.
Yeah.
And she's everywhere in Mexico. And anywhere you look, any show you watch, they're talking about her. She actually came out in 2 Rosa Guadalupe episodes.
Really?
Already. Oh, no, one.
I've never seen any one episode.
Wait, that's been released?
Yeah, like they already started talking about her. Like,
what?
yeah, they
That's
were
really
saying her phrases and stuff on the episode of Rosa Guadalupe. So like she's gotten like fame, mainstream fame, and she has been getting judged a lot on social media, and people are just kind of being very transphobic. I mean, not kind of, like they're out there.
No, yeah, they're
I've been sending you some
up
like
front.
Yeah, and it's just crazy how like in Mexico that's still like, and well everywhere it's an issue, but
Mm.
they're still like very machista and very like traditional, I guess you could say, which is crazy.
I mean, are they though? This is what I was thinking about when you were telling me this, and this makes me laugh. Right? Not actually laugh, but it's like, so they're all against her, right? They're all very machistas, and they're all about, oh well, we don't support Wendy, but then how does she become the biggest superstar over there right now? You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
someone's watching, someone's interested, but it's like they don't want to admit the fact because they want to be, they want to be a certain way.
And I was thinking about that too because I'm like, okay, it could just be the transphobia, but no, like they're calling her like very, like they're saying that it's a disgrace that she's on TV, that she has her own like touring shows, because of the way she is too. Like she's very vulgar, she's very outspoken, and I think it kind of goes against like back to the tradition of like the family values of
Mm-hmm.
like you can only like sleep with one person and you have to wait till marriage.
Wait till yeah.
And she's like openly talking about like oi like how many guys like she wants and stuff like that.
I
Okay.
mean, but isn't that everywhere
But that's
though?
everywhere. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's kind of like
I
like
was. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go for it.
No, cause I was just telling you that every person that I've been seeing, like they always show like they're really revealing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's what's like what? That's a
Yeah. It's
contradiction.
2023.
Yeah.
When you send me I don't know if it was a post of an article or something, but dude, like almost all of them, like
All
Oh
the
maybe
yeah.
comments,
one.
yeah, all the comments either misgender her or just call her by her damn name.
I did see like a lot of them being like very disrespectful, and only like one or two were kind of like they were for her,
Supporting.
they were
Mm-hmm.
supportive of her, and I was like, it's crazy how like the hate, like it's just
I don't know.
ugly.
Again, like I saw those too. A lot of them were like copy paste, like literally just copy paste. Like it was like somebody wrote a letter to her, and they just copy and pasted it. But for me, it's like she didn't get famous by the haters. Like she was getting a lot of fame and a lot of support. Like I don't even watch Mexican TV or know anything about it, but I knew about her. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm-hmm.
already like
I
you know
don't
what I
think
mean?
it's about like the famous part. It's about like just being disrespectful for it that we're
No,
talking
no,
about.
yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying is like she wouldn't have gotten as famous if there was this much hate. Like people had to
Oh,
support her on the show. They had to vote for her. They had
And
to
she
like
broke the
her.
record of getting the most votes. She
Most
got 18
views,
million
yeah.
votes.
yeah.
Like her Instagram, I think you were telling us like blew up. Like so
Yeah.
people love her, and like I think a lot of it is just that's the culture over there. So it's just you know what I mean. Ah, no, yo también, way, ha 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 ha. Or I'm just gonna copy and say it too. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a group around of people who think like that, you know what I mean? You're gonna try to fit in
You
and
are
just be
who
like,
you surround yourself
that
with.
is true.
Have you heard that saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's true. Ella, a ti que te pica?
Well, one of the things that que me está picando is when people are like say that you see a group of friends or maybe your family and they're having a party or going to a restaurant and you're like, oh, like I didn't like it looks like you're having fun, and they're like, well,
Mm.
yeah, you should have like tagged
Oh,
along.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, that'd be cool if you invited me. Like basically like when people that you consider family friends like like making you feel unwelcome, like you know what I mean, like not included. It's just an ugly feeling.
And then they invite you like after the fact.
Half-assed.
Yeah,
like,
it all stemmed from like a video that I saw of I think her name it's Emma Watson, right?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hermione.
Yeah.
She made a TikTok about it, and I was like, dude, that is so sad. Like I don't know.
Like she was crying, right?
She
Like
was crying.
she said something about like how there was a an event going on and she wasn't invited and she didn't like the way it felt. And like she started crying about it. She was like, no, like they did that on purpose and like it really did hurt me.
I don't remember all that, but I do remember that she was just like, like when people make you feel like unwelcome and invited. She was like, did it hurt? I'm like, yeah, it hurts. Like, it hurts. And that's so relatable. Like, I don't know. I've been through situations like that when I'm like, oh, like, that it looks like you're having fun. I'm like, yeah, you should have, like, come along. I'm like, well.
Nice. Okay.
I hate those. Dude, yeah, you would have loved it. I was like, oh yeah, I bet. I agree. I think I would have too. Yeah.
Not that you would have loved it.
Like, honestly, that's why I stopped talking to, like, a lot of people. I'm like, I don't want to put myself in that situation. Like, or they're like, well, it was just something, like, really fast. a wishy-washy like thing.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, but you called them.
Like it was very up in the air, you know.
Very quick,
So-
last minute.
Yeah, it was last minute. It's like, oh, so it was dependent on if this person came or not, but you know what I mean? Like everybody else still got invited. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like fake.
Get the Pica. Get the Pica.
We're interrupting the show again just to let you guys know of the raffle, give you guys an update. Cilla, Chris?
So we were able to do kind of like a wheel. Was it like a wheel?
It was a spin the wheel online, yeah.
It was a spin the wheel. We did like the last person standing as the winner, and our winner is Megan.
Oh, I was gonna do a drum roll. It was Megan.
Our winner is Megan.
Yes, congratulations. We're gonna post a picture on our social media so everybody can see the shirt. If you guys want a shirt anyway and you didn't get to win it, let us know. We could be doing more giveaways or
more to come.
So stay tuned, follow our social medias, and get back to the episode.
Get the Pica. Get the Pica.
What you got in your head, baby?
I've been wanting to talk about this thing of the worm.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if I should get into that.
Yes, actually, that's a good one.
So I don't know why I have like the worst luck when I go out. Like I'm such a homebody. I don't really like to I have really bad social anxiety, but when I do decide to go out, something really bad happens. And there was this one time I went with both Chris's to a wing place. I'm not gonna say what name or the establishment of the name of the establishment, but I finally decided to go with them.
No, let me add that she never goes anywhere.
No,
she doesn't leave.
It only happens once every quarter, if that. Maybe once every half a year.
It takes a lot of convincing.
And honestly,
blackmailing.
I think backstory to this day. It was I think 75-cent wings or something, but the deal was only dine in. And so I was like, yo, let's go, right? And they were like, no. Cilla especially was like, no, I'm not going out. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm still going.
Bye.
Y'all can eat something else, right? And we had all crave wings, and we love this wing place. And I was like, well, I'm still going. And then I literally show up to the place. I get a table by myself outside. And then we're chilling. And then they call me, and I'm like, I'm literally eating. I just ordered wings right now. And then they're like, okay, well, we're on the way.
Well, because Chris was like, he's going to meet up a friend. It's okay. Because I was really...
Y'all thought I was going to meet someone up. Y'all were literally like, you're not going by yourself. You're not going by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird, drive-bys, but, whatever.
Well, then I felt bad. I was like, fine, let's go. So I put my jeans on. I'm like, we left.
How to convince her.
Hell yeah.
So we sat outside. And then we were there, chit-chatting, whatever. And I had really bad anxiety that day. Some couple sat behind me, and I could just feel I don't know, whatever.
Them staring at you.
Behind her means 2 tables away.
2 tables.
Yeah, 2 tables away.
Anyways, so I'm over here eating my little papitas, my little wings, and then I see Chris, not my Chris, my cousin Chris, looking at me, and then he looks away and then looks at me again.
He makes eye contact with me.
I'm like, what? And then he's like, I'm sorry, I had to. Then he slapped something from my body. He was like, dude, there was a big old roach on you.
Ooh, that's drive-by.
Those huge mother effers.
The ones that fly.
The ones that fly.
No, they were flying. They were chilling. They're in their natural habitat. And I was like, you can't get mad.
We were outdoors.
You're like, bitch, I got mad.
If I would have seen
we were outdoors.
I would have started screaming. But luckily, I didn't see it actually on me.
I didn't even have to tell you because I was like, dude, that's gonna ruin the whole thing. She's never gonna
back
come again.
And another time, we went to a Chinese place.
Oh,
they who shall not be named.
I haven't been to I don't think I'm ever going to go to this place ever again.
And if you're eating, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, please pause. There should be a trigger warning for foodies right now.
So, Chris and I, we went to a Chinese restaurant, and it's pretty popular. It's a pretty well-known place.
Mm-hmm.
And that was our place to get those specials. And I remember one time we were sitting at the bar, and we ordered our plate. And then we ended up having to leave, so we went back home, but we took our food to go. And when I opened it at the house, dude, there was a huge freaking worm.
Bro, like the size of my thumb, like a big girthy.
Ew,
like
it
a
was
huge girthy
not
one,
like
dude.
a thumb. It was like the size of a pinky.
Like your pinky. Your pinkies are like, I don't know, my pinky's pretty big. But it was like, I remember it. Size was like girthy. Dude, it was like green. It was like a colored one. It wasn't just like a brown one. It was
like a maggot.
Well, I don't know.
Like imagine a maggot, but like huge, like my pinky.
Ew.
Dude, I don't know.
Dude, I almost ate it. Like I just like picked at it, and then I was like, "What is that?"
Was it pink inside or green?
No, I don't know. It was whole. It was like crawling.
It was still alive. Yeah, I was trying to like.
But it was like inside the egg roll, right?
I don't know. I thought I was on the rice. Like she moved something with her little fork or whatever.
Yeah, I moved my.
And it was like it was just there, like wobbling around.
Ew.
Dude, not only that, but we called them to tell them like, hey, you gave me a freaking plate with worms.
Dude, the guy who works there, like I used to go to this place since I was little, dude. Like, and ever since I was a young kid, like as I turned into a teenager and into an adult, right? That guy hates me. Like hates me for whatever reason, just like hates me.
He was really rude to you all the
like
time.
like every single time, right? He loves my mom, like her friends, because they used to take me when I was little with them. That dude hates me. So I was like, all right, well, we're on the way. We'll figure it out when we get there, right? So we get there, and then he starts getting mad at us like it's our fault that there's a
he blamed it on us, saying, well, you took it home, so it must have been there. I'm like, like we literally just got home. Like
bro, we barely opened the bag, dude. No mames.
And then the bartender who was basically like our host.
He was like our homeboy at that point. Like he was already like we used to go see him all the time.
There, on Sundays.
Oh no, yeah.
So he was like, "That is so nasty, ew!" Like even he was grossed out. He was like, "Dude, that's disgusting." Like, oh my god, I don't even blame you.
Just own up.
Yeah, but that dude, like, he just, I don't know, he hated me. And as soon as like we went in, he saw that, he was like, "All right, well, what do you want me to do?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, what do you mean? What I want you to do?" Like, yeah. I was like, "Bro, I don't even." They're like, "What do you say?" He's like, "I can give you this one plate." And I'm like, dude, I don't want anything. Like, give me my money back. Here's your food. I want my whole thing canceled. Like, I'm never coming back here. And sure enough,
and that's why I said it doesn't go out no more.
That's one of the reasons. Like, it took me a long time to eat Chinese food.
Dude, for real, it really did. Like, we would go to different restaurants. I didn't start
eating it till we like started living here.
Yeah, like she would look at it and like she would see the rice and be like, I can't. Like
it was like a 5-year like gap.
Then she would be like super picky with her food. Like she would break the egg roll like inside of it. Like, dude, that was real trauma. Like
I reported them.
To the health inspector. No,
honestly,
she really
at
did.
that point, yeah, because if it was that big, then I think something should.
It was a girthy worm, and it was more like the response that they like.
Yeah,
that guy was super rude to Chris. I'm like that. No.
And you know me, like, you know what I mean. I'm never gonna act up. I'm gonna try to keep it as professional as possible. But I was like, man, this guy's really tempting me, man. Like, you know what I mean. I'm right at that edge. And he was like, it couldn't have been with us because we use a fryer and everything would have been fried. If it was fried, I could believe you. And I'm like, I don't know. He was at the bar when the food got set down in the takeout section. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my thing to figure out, but it didn't come from me. But he was adamant, dude. Like,
damn. No, yeah. Well, I kind of want to share a story of what the fuck happened today.
Oh, yeah. Monta el agua.
No, literally, I haven't gone out in like a month, and today I decided to go out because it's Hello Kitty night at the bar, and me and my cousin have planned for like 2 months already to go to today's event. Me and my friend and my cousin, and my best friend, because then she'll get mad. And I fucking literally leave the house, and not even 10 minutes into my 20-minute drive, like not even halfway, that I see this big ass rock in the fucking middle of the fucking highway, and I try to swerve it, but like last minute, like I felt it, like I ran over it.
What the hell was that?
And like I felt like I was like, ooh, baby, that sounds expensive.
Put some volume on.
And I was like, you know what? It's okay. Let me keep driving. Not even 10 seconds in, and the low tire pressure light comes on my dashboard, and I was like, oof. I was like, but that should be fine, right?
It's nothing. I
was like, it's okay. Like, it wasn't even that bad. But I was like, you know what? I remember having really thin tires, so like, let me just pull over and check. So I turned into like a little street, and then I
Was the
check
street
it.
safe? Where did you pull over at? Was it a good street or was it all sketch?
No, it was right off the highway. It was this little street right off the highway. I pull over and I get off and I'm like, let me see if I have a bottle of water because I've seen some TikToks
I'm
that
sorry.
Puts a low mechanic hat.
you
Mechanic.
put some water over a tire and if it blows like little
That's true.
bubbles, there's like air coming out. But like I saw this big ass slash and I like maybe
Could be
it
that.
is coming out. Maybe the air is like low because the tire did look a little flat. But I'm like, no, it's okay. I can make it. I could go to the bar.
Damn.
And so I call my dad, right? I'm like, typical, like, idiot.
What?
Me.
Oh.
Like a typical idiot. What the fuck?
I mean, you were just staring at me and you just looked right at my eye and said, idiot.
So I call my dad and I'm just like, Dad, like,
Papa,
what should I do? Like,
Puppy.
literally. And then
help me.
he's like, well, just go to the gas station, put some air whenever you get to your destination, like, before you get there, stop at another gas station and see if it's low again. If it is, that means it is obviously throwing out air. If not, you're good till tomorrow. So I was like, okay. But, like, I was literally heading to the gas station to pump air, and it was, like, wobbly. So I was like, full,
Dude.
right? So when I get to the gas station, it's, like, ripped. Like, they fucking stole
yeah.
the fucking end of the
The rubber?
air pipe. And I was at the rubber, and I was at a cutie, and it was, like, free air. I'm like, oh, okay, badass. So let me go to 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven had, like, a fucking credit card machine to pay for the air. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's sketch.
And then I get there, and it's also ripped. And then I go to a Valero, and then I was there, and that one didn't work either. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? So then I look up, like, the nearest gas station, because I'm like, dude, I already, like, I'm driving on this shit, and it's low.
All
and
hopes
then
and dreams.
I ended up going to another 7-Eleven, and that one finally worked. I had to pay for the air, but
Damn.
as soon as I, like, pumped it, it was coming right out. It was, like,
Ooh.
zooming out of the side of the tire. So,
Waste
like,
of money.
well, at least it helps me get home. So then I got home and I called roadside assistance and I got stressed out. But that was my fucking day. As opposed to last week. Literally, last week, remember the update I was going to give on the podcast?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
I went on the radio last week.
Celebrity.
Not even. It was so much fun. I did a 3-hour morning show. Yeah, it was so cool. I've had so many friends listening and my family was listening and everybody joined. It was just so cool. I would so do it again. I think I did it good.
You did it good.
You did
Yeah,
a
you
really
did
good
really
job.
good.
If you want to check it out, it is on my Facebook. So go to my videos.
Shout out the radio station La
La Pantera,
La Pantera.
102.3
There you go.
FM. But yeah, that was my last week. It was all good, and then today
It was
kinda
all
went
good
down.
just a week ago.
It was all good till it wasn't.
Dang, man, when it rains it pours.
Well, you weren't that far from the house.
Yeah, that's
a
good.
good thing.
You made it
Yeah.
home safe,
And
right?
then the roadside assistance came pretty.
Yeah.
Came pretty fast.
Yeah, I usually have to wait like 3 hours for that,
Yeah,
but not
This
this
time
time. I only
wasn't
waited
that
like 35 minutes.
yeah, something like that. Not too bad.
But now I have to call into work tomorrow and get all that fixed.
Just to go to the dealership. Shout out the warranty though, free tires. Swap them out right quick.
Speaking of calling in, Chris,
Yes.
when was the last time you called?
Okay. Get the Pica confessionals. I think the last time I called in was about a week ago. No, this week. It wasn't the whole day, so it doesn't count, right? If it's only like a half a day.
I
What?
think it counts.
I don't think it counts if you call it half a day. That's like, I mean, as long as, if I still had to come into work, I still had to come into work.
That's dry vibes.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you think it still counts as calling in?
No, you're right.
See? Yeah, nah.
Wait, calling it half a day counts?
No,
I don't
because
count
you
as
ended up
calling
having
in.
to go.
Like, you're still going to go to work. You just went late.
When I was working over here, I never called in.
And the perfect attendance goes to...
And for what, I regret it. So you go ahead and call in, baby.
Call
Use all
in
the
with pride,
PTO.
baby. I'm already out of PTO. That's terrible.
Damn.
Oh. Never mind, don't call in.
And then what's happening now is like the times I'm calling in now, they're like actual emergencies. Like I think this week we had to go
and
do the
what
car
did
stuff.
I tell you before?
I don't know,
To
probably
save
not to
them
do
for,
it. Yeah.
A road emergency.
Okay, but last year I literally had like $500 worth of PTO that I didn't even know.
Last year.
Okay, well, I projected that I wasn't gonna call in. Like I didn't call in last year, but this year I did have a lot of things to call in for. So I was like, oof. Yeah.
Is that it?
I think.
Let me see. Let me look at my checklist.
All right, what else we got before we wrap up for the
Cheryl,
Pica?
you explained your radio
Success. Yeah.
We didn't talk about cake, so we can leave that for that.
Ooh, yeah, that's a
we
pretty
talked
big
about the brooch,
Cucaracha.
the no invite, the small business, and then Wendy, and then we announced the winner.
Yeah. Well, congratulations again to our winner, Megan. We
CP.
had so much fun this episode. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. And make sure you share the podcast with your friends. If you want to share it on your social media, that would be great too.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool,
So yeah, don't forget to follow us.
Share.
And like.
Yes, all our social medias are Get the Pica. And thank you guys for listening to the Get the Pica podcast.
Get the Pica. Get the Pica.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.